I live at 147 Edgar Street.
And I'm at 149 Edgar Street.
We babysit each other's kids.
We go to Cost Buy together.
Split everything.
Toilet paper, paper towels.
Jumbo ketchup 2-pack.
I have the lawnmower.
Hedge clipper, weed whacker.
And we both share Ray. There's just one problem with this arrangement.
It's completely illegal.
Afraid so.
Well, for 6 years, everything was fine. But you know how people start to talk.
And one day, we came home with the children, and Ray was being handcuffed and arrested.
Right in front of 147. Now, Denise, we've done nothing wrong. There's no victim here.
To the contrary, in this chaotic world we live in, where there is no stability, we have found a way to raise a family in a cooperative, loving way. And now we're being punished for it. I think that's wrong.
Denise, we are very committed to this.
I know I am.
Right.
It's not religious. It's practical. I'm a dietitian at Mercy Hospital, and what does every working mother always plead? I wish I had a wife. Well, I actually do. Imagine leaving for your job and never having to worry about daycare, late babysitters, nightmare nannies. Your child gets sick, you have someone there you trust, who loves your children. Someone with a warm home, who cooks healthy, homemade meals for your children and has a lovingly prepared dinner waiting for you when you walk in the door. Someone who bakes, and our kids love it too. At any one time, there's a parent to give a hug, some advice, share a story. Families these days are no longer together, scattered across the country. Ours is simply another form of an old-fashioned extended family.
Who are we kidding? It's about the sex. I'm a stay-at-home mom. I have 3 kids, ages 1 to 6. That's 24/7 breastfeeding, potty training, fevers, solid food, diapers, ear infections, dishes, homeworks, toys, chaos. Raising children is the single most exhausting job ever. I love my children, but by the end of the day, I am bone tired. My husband comes home, he's tired too, but somehow he still has a little energy for baby making. Now, if we were in a traditional marriage at that moment, we would have an explosive argument. But since we're not, when I am that exhausted and he has that look in his eye, I simply ship him off to a vet where she satisfies him and he her, and then I draw myself a nice hot bath and read the paper.
Dr. Claywig, would you agree that Mr. and Mrs. Richardson's relationship is unusual?
Yes, I would.
And would you agree that it's unusual because it works?
Well,
All parties are satisfied. The children, as we've proven earlier, are well adjusted. It does seem to work, doesn't it?
yes, I suppose so.
And wouldn't you agree that when the polygamy laws were enacted, it was under a different social and economic construct?
Meaning?
Well, meaning that women weren't allowed to work. They were, in effect, less powerful than they are today. Their reliance on their husbands was more substantial.
One could agree.
And for the record, what is the divorce rate in this country?
Approximately 43%.
43%. And what are the statistics on extramarital affairs?
Conservative estimates say that about 60% of married men and 40% of married women will have an extramarital affair at some point.
So one could argue that we're already practicing polygamy in this country. We just haven't institutionalized it yet. Today, there is no limit to what loving families look like. We have single mothers, single fathers, 2 mommies, 2 daddies, ex-wives, ex-in-laws, you name it. If we're going to universally apply a law, we need to look at what it is that law strives to protect. Nobody can say that the Richardsons are not a loving family. They are honest and caring. Their children are confident and kind. With so many monogamous couples breaking up, this true family unit should be held in high esteem. Instead, we seek to destroy them simply because they consensually engaged in a loving relationship that all parties wanted. You've heard both Mrs. Richardsons. This is a family unit that works. If you put Ray Richardson in jail when all he was a good husband and a good father, you will accomplish the very harm the anti-polygamy laws set out to prevent. You will tear the Richardson family apart.
In the matter of the Commonwealth versus Ray Richardson, on the count of polygamy, we, the jury, find Ray Richardson guilty.